incredible acts of entitlement.
I was so mentally traumatized. So let me tell y'all how I just lost like $3,000 and my entire friend group.
Woo. So hey guys, how you doing? I'm Pam. So today I'm reacting to people being extremely entitled. Or did she have the right to unfollow and block all of her friends? Let's listen to her story. Okay, enjoy.
So let me tell y'all how I just lost like $3,000 and my entire friend group. Woo. So I am turning 30 October 19th, and I had planned to do a trip in Houston. Back in June, I sent out custom invitations to everybody, like video invitations. It was super cute, inviting them to my rodeo, right, in Houston. And I basically told everybody, like, I am having some things planned, but I plan to pay for the Airbnb. Like, as just a courtesy. Like, to me, I just felt like that's the least I can do. Since you guys are going to come on my birthday trip, I'll pay for the Airbnb, and then we'll have some other things planned, and you'll just have to pay for those things and bring your spending money. Okay. So I sent out this invitation. That was probably like the end of June. I gave everybody a deadline to RSVP by, because the amount of people who RSVP'd was how large of an Airbnb I was going to inquire, right? So I sent this out. A couple people come back to me and they're like, yeah, no, I'm not going to be able to make it. Dates, times, whatever, it doesn't work. So I said, okay. So in turn, about 16 people decided that they were RSVPing and that they would be able to make the trip. So I go ahead and I book an Airbnb. It's beautiful. It's got a beautiful backyard, hot tub, enough rooms and bathrooms for everybody to be comfortable and spread out. Like, it's a nice Airbnb. Altogether, it cost me about $4,800, almost $49, because it was like $4,880, so $4,900. So I booked that, right? Literally, like maybe a week after I booked the Airbnb, 2 people fall off. Oh, we can't make it because we gotta work. Pardon? So I'm like, okay, whatever. Continue on. Another thing that I sent them along with the invitation was costs and expenses, and just like an itinerary for the rest of the trip. Okay. So I asked for $250 for additional expenses, because I was going to stock like the Airbnb with food, like other things, like just to make sure that we had what we needed. And then we were going to, the first day I was planning to do a pajama jam. So that's nice. Everybody was going to wear luxury pajamas. I hired a caterer. That was $1,100. I hired a decorator. That was $600, but I only paid the deposit because the remaining balance wasn't due until a week before the actual event. Custom cake, that was, I put a deposit down on a custom cake. That was $75. And then we were going to do ATPs one day. That deposit was $50. So I had asked for $250 from everybody by September 1st. And out of the 16 people who had RSVP'd to come, I probably only got payment from like 4 people. So that was at the beginning of September. I still was kind of following up with a few folks, like, are you still planning to go? Like, blah, blah, blah. They're like, yeah, we're going, da, 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 da. Then all of a sudden, people just started falling off left, right, left, right.
Yeah. I don't know. Everything sounded nice. I think she may have lost people when the $250 was involved, was requested from people. Yeah, I don't know. I think that's probably where it went a bit this way, because everything kind of sounded nice. But I don't know, I think maybe it's the money that maybe threw people off, or that made people not want to go, or maybe it just felt like a bit too much or stuff like that. I don't know. For me, keep it simple. I don't know. I don't do big things. I go on a trip by myself and I call it a day. Done. I'm a loner.
Why they were falling off. Oh, I gotta work. I don't have no sitter for my kids. I'm not drinking, and this seems like it's gonna be a party, and that's just gonna trigger me. Like, just variation.
No, they didn't want to pay for it.
Basically, just excuses.
They didn't want to pay for it.
Of why they couldn't make it. So then this past weekend, my best friend texted me and was like, hey, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to make it because I don't have a sitter for the kids. And at that point, I was just over it. Like, I was just completely over the entire event. So last night I just went ahead and canceled the entire trip.
Good.
and I was only able to get
Half of it back or something,
$2,800 from the $3,900 that I paid for the Airbnb. I was only able to get $2,800 of that back. I was only able to get $900 back from the caterer. I couldn't get any of my deposits back from the ATVs, the cake, or the decorator. And then some people, I did also need to refund them their $250, and I also needed to give money back to people who had already paid for their flight and they were not able to exchange.
So
Oh.
wait, I'm sorry. You had to pay people back for that? That's not. I don't feel like that's your responsibility.
Yeah, next time take all that money, girl, and just spoil yourself. I don't know. What do you guys think? Done.
Okay, that's not fair. That's not fair. Like, it is also your birthday. And I think it's kind of unfair to leave you with all of those expenses yourself, especially since they committed to it. You had to.
And that is why I do not do the friend thing anymore.
So all in all, I'm
Oof.
probably out a little over $3,000. And I have just come to the realization that I don't have the friends that I think that I have.
Mm-hmm.
And because of that, I've decided that I think I'm going to go no contact with them, because I just don't feel like I'm being fed. And this is not the first time
Ooh.
something like this has transpired. Last year for my birthday, my husband had planned a surprise birthday dinner.
Oh, girl.
Nobody came.
Oh.
And then for my bachelorette party, like, it just felt very thrown together. Like, there was no effort. They were fighting and we can't do this. And it was just so many restrictions.
Okay, where did you get all of these friends? These don't sound like friends. These sound like enemies, actually, disguised as friends. But they're not your friends, girl.
And I'm always the type of friend that, like, I'm gonna come to your stuff. If you have a birthday trip, if you have a dinner, whatever, you're having a Christmas party, you got a housewarming, like, I am one of those very supportive friends. If I can make it, I will be there. And that's just who I am. That's just my personality. But I think that I'm at the point in my life where I'm just kind of like, why am I in these friendships when I can't be celebrated the way that I feel I deserve to be celebrated? I have to be celebrated on your terms and how you want to do things. But when it comes to you, like, I'm always there.
Yeah.
So I just feel like it's not, these friendships and these relationships are no longer serving me. So I am going to be one of those people that will cut you off.
I have struggled with this as well. And one thing that I have learned through copious amounts of therapy is that not everyone can love you the way that you love them. Okay?
Yes.
It sucks. It sucks to be that person that always gives.
This is what I have learned in my life, in my 41 years on this earth, that you need to spoil yourself. You can't go out there and expect other people to do it for you. You have to literally do everything for yourself. The older you get, the less you need friends. And also, spoil yourself. Treat yourself good. Do things for yourself. All that money, take it. You and your husband go somewhere special. Put it on the Instagram and let your friends, the fake friends, let them just see it there, I guess. I don't know. What do you think? And also, people suck. On the other hand, maybe I think her friends couldn't maybe afford it. Maybe they thought they could afford it. But then as time got closer, they were like, $250. It's a bit much just to go out and, drink. And because we're not that young anymore and stuff, we have to be responsible. I don't know. That's what I'm guessing. I don't have friends, so I'm guessing that's what happened. I have friends. I just don't have a lot of friends. I have like my sisters and like three friends. So yeah.
Be let down. Okay? And it's not our fault. It's not our fault. But, like, quantity over quality. Like, pick the few friends that do show up for you and nurture those friendships. Stop worrying about these big friend groups where people don't show up for you.
I keep the friend group very small, very, very tiny, and I rarely let someone in there. There's no more room, actually. No. My motto, I love me. I spoil myself. I even got a tattoo. Where is it? Yeah, it's here. Can you see it? I love me. I don't know if you can see it. Just a reminder to myself, I love me. do things for me, spoil me, and it's not consistent.
And when I say cut you off, I mean like I have no desire to go for drinks or talk on the phone or do
So don't.
or celebrate your birthday. Or,
So don't.
like, I have no desire to do any of those things. That's just it's unnecessary for me, especially because I have my siblings. They're always a guaranteed. My
Yeah.
husband is definitely a guaranteed. He's going to do whatever it is that I want to do.
Yeah.
And I just
That's all you need.
for it. So what I did end up doing was I was able to change my flights to Houston. So me and my husband are now going to go to St. Thomas.
Nice.
Just me and him, and I was able to book us a Airbnb
Great.
in St. Thomas. So that'll be what we end up doing for the
Nice.
dates that I've already taken the time off, and so that I don't lose the money that I spent on going on the flights to Houston.
That's enough.
And if I do decide that like I want to have friends again at some point, it's definitely going to be a very different dynamic and
Yeah.
very different friendships, because at this point, like, I'm just really over it. So yeah, happy birthday to
Oh,
you.
I'm sorry. That's really disappointing. I'm sorry.
Happy birthday, my love. Sorry about your yucky friends. Yeah, I'm not sure who's entitled here because she did pay for the B&B. What is it? Yeah, it's a B&B or she did pay for the accommodation. I don't know. For me, I think maybe everything was just too complicated. But on the one hand, I think her friends should probably have told her at the beginning, no, I don't want to go, or it's too much, or whatever. So, I don't know. It's kind of him. Okay, I think what she did was right. Those friends, I don't think they were real friends. They should have just been upfront with her. That maybe they didn't want to go, but everyone decided, well, most of them decided not to go. I think that was a pretty shitty thing to do if you call yourself a friend. Yeah. Okay, so that's it for me. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.